Testing. Okay, everything is all set up. I don't know if anyone will be watching, but time for the 40th plus vet stream. Here we are beginning the holds that begin with egg, I guess. And there's 2 of them. I'm gonna hope that these are in chronological order, more or less, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. A hold full of nice, easy levels. Okay, that gets harder, lots harder, by Egg. Level 1 Off Eggs Dungeon. It's easy. What about it's easy? Whose easy is it? This is Egg's Dungeon. Kill all the monsters and find the stairs to progress. I never would have guessed that that was how I was supposed to progress. You got me there, game. That was such a difficult puzzle to figure out how to progress. I wonder what I should do in this room. What's this do? Nothing useful. Good to know. Oh, I see. There actually is something resembling a puzzle here. Not a very difficult one, but an existing one at least. Trapdoors! You approach the boss, Agorp, the Roach Queen. Agorp. The really long, tedious, dull room, with 2 roaches being spawned at a time. Oh boy. My, this is such a boss fight, this. here we have the situation where I must leave the room in order to drop the blue door, in order to return to the room, but there's nothing particularly clever about its use here is all. Level 2 of Egg's Dungeon. This is Egg's Dungeon. It's a bit more difficult. It's difficult. This is... No, I don't want to... No! Sorry. This is Egg's Dungeon by Egg. Apparently it's full of easy levels, but they're supposed to be harder. This is the second level. It's gonna. What's a gonna and who owns it? Be a lot harder the one you just did. Alright, sure. This is some pre-HA business, of course. But so far it hasn't been offensive, it's just been really dull. I mean, I think if someone made a hold basically identical to this today, but like not literally identical, because being literally identical to a published hold is against the rules, but you know, it wouldn't technically have broken any rules yet, as far as the HA rules are concerned. There would be a lot of people saying, please don't publish this hold, it's terrible, you should probably do more with it. But technically this wouldn't be against the HA rules. You can kind of tell. There's just something about... I mean, I guess, first of all, it's because when Durant was pretty new, just anyone could make anything and it would go up and everyone would see it. But secondly, it's because, like, there's just... even... Oops. It's like, even when the requirements aren't that it has to be good, but just that it has to be functional, the fact that there's going to be like 5 or 6 people looking at your hold to decide if it's okay to include in the library of holds, I guess, that everyone's going to... It adds some kind of element of expectation or prestige to the idea that makes it really hard to just honestly publish something you know isn't absolutely wonderful, or something that you don't think is at least worth other people looking at. Because there's a mentality, you could say, with, I don't know, Mario Maker or whatever, where if you're allowed to just post whatever you want without any real supervision, where you feel okay about posting just kind of garbage because you're like, well, who's gonna care, right? You know, they can just rate my thing down or say, haha, funny. But when it comes to something like HA, where you actually have... I'm intentionally letting the queen spawn, by the way, because I'm hoping to just kill off the queen soon and then not have to worry about letting her spawn in order to do anything. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, there's just something different. It's like the difference between making a forum post and making a post on some kind of official blog or something, I think. I don't know if that helps or not. Anyway, here's the obligatory... There's some tar and trapdoors. Go deal with that. Yeah, that's what this is. Okay. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I don't know if I would describe it as difficult. Oh no, I missed some still in the north. Let's go get that. I would love to see somebody take the concept of tar on trapdoors and like make a legitimate non-terrible puzzle out of it with a vision token and everything. I mean, I'm sure that's been done at least once, but I don't know, how about just an entire hold that consists of terrible ideas done so well that they stop being terrible. Like, oh, this is a room where you're literally forced to wander around a maze for half an hour until the Roach Queen is finally reachable, and then you can kill the Roach Queen. But do it in a way that's not horrible. I don't know. Oh. Is this what we're doing? I guess I need to hit this door. So I need to go hit that orb, so Alright. You first. Right. So... this one. And that one. I can't do that. I can do... Huh. Well, this is a legitimate orb puzzle. Ah, there we go. Alright. Now I just need to open these doors, which requires me to hit that one, this one, and then this and that. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was actually kind of a puzzle. Alright, now this room. Okay. This just opens everything, so I don't need to worry about being trapped. So I just need to reach this orb. So I just need to hit something that opens that door and opens this door. So let me see, I guess I could hit this. Yeah, that would be good enough. Just literally hit that one. And then I'm done. But this would have been a humongous pain. Oh, one idea, speaking of contest ideas, I did something in one specific room in Blockershire where all of the orbs and pressure plates in the entire room connect to all of the doors. Like every pressure plate is connected to every door and every orb is connected to every door, all simultaneously, all with a toggle connection. It's the kind of connections that are allowed to be done in well, Black Shift and what used to be NetShift, which is a more action live-based kind of puzzle game, but I thought it would be kind of an interesting challenge architecture-wise to make it where you have to make all of the orbs and doors connect to all of the orbs and doors, if that makes any sense. Well, I guess I can't leave this way. So I have to go and do the whole orb puzzle again to leave the other way. It's not a very long orb puzzle, though. Anyway, now I just need to get to the eastern room. Yeah, of course, you could just make a no-door room, but, I mean, it's interesting, I don't know, I feel like it might lead to something interesting. How did I get inside? I don't remember how I got inside. I think you just do some things, and something happens, and there we go. Now I just need to open these doors, so... Oh wait. And just leave from being on top of there. Alright, trapdoor maze. This doesn't look too bad. I already messed myself up. Huh. That would be a good tool for use in this idea of a contest. And of course, since we have toggleable arrows, the rule would be that if any arrow is connected to any orb, then it's connected to all of them with a toggle state thing. Is the idea I have, you know. So you can have regular force arrows that aren't connected to anything, that's okay. But if you have a force arrow that's connected to something, then you have to use it as a force arrow. And by the same token, technically, if you have a completely unconnected yellow door, you're allowed to do that. Anyway, level 3 of Egg's Dungeon. It's hard. What about it's hard? Who's hard? Who is it whose hard it is? What is a hard? If you hadn't, you're missing an apostrophe, guessed. Lowercase I also apologize for the 41 rooms. Really? You apologize for the 41 rooms. Is he serious about what 41 rooms, or is that just a joke? I don't think I'm going to be doing 41 rooms, so if that was serious about there being 41 rooms and then being sorry, well, first of all, if you're sorry for something, why did you publish it? But secondly, if that's the thing that's going on, I'm probably going to stop here. This is an ore puzzle, and I don't feel like figuring it out. So let's go see what's to the south of here. I don't know what's up with the scroll that says something about a stone brain. Here's a room I can't enter from this side, so why does it exist? Let's see to the east. Epoda, all that air. It's such. What's a such? Oh wait, a shame you won't be around to enjoy it for much longer. Okay. Oh hey, it's like the room I did over on the east side, but with less goblins and no cracked walls. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'm honestly a little bit sad that we don't currently have a member whose name is something as cool as Egg. I mean, just think about the way, like, the phonemes of that name. I legitimately like the name Egg. This is Egg's Dungeon by Egg, which I'm just now revealing is one of my favorite imaginable usernames. Let's see, what is this? Hooray! This is literally just run around for a minute, the room. And then I'm going to skewer all of the roaches in one sweet run. Epoda awaits your swift demise. You're gonna need to explain to me who or what Epoda is. I have no idea what Epoda is. Honestly, I think probably Brainlord 2018 has had enough testing and could probably be published. I just haven't because I've been really, really busy. Now go back and pick another route, it says. I've been extremely busy with real-life business, mainly being a TA, attempting to teach classes and make up tests and everything. I have an 8 o'clock class, which doesn't sound so bad, except that this is really dumb. It doesn't sound so bad, except that in order to reach a class at 8 o'clock, I have to catch a bus at... I have to catch a bus 30 minutes earlier at 7:30. And in order to catch a bus at 7:30, I have to be up at 6:30. And I am used to waking up at 8:30. So my entire, like, biological system has crashed lately. Twin snake, ha ha ha, you will burn like a torch. I haven't encountered a single snake in this whole hole yet. Also, here's literally the same room, but north facing this time. I mean, yes, goblins behave slightly differently, so an identical but rotated demo might not work, but like literally exactly the same thought process. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to take one of these both back and forward. I'll take this one both forward and back. Or something like that. Yeah, this is what I want. I could have probably made my progress to here a little bit faster, but anyway. I mean, when I made something that was just a completely ludicrous number of rooms all arranged into some ridiculous maze, it was for a Trollholds competition, and I knew that I was making something completely horrible. I don't get the impression this is the product of someone who thinks that they're making something that's anything but at least kind of worthwhile. In which case, I'm not really sure why you would ever apologize for your decision. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can sort of understand apologizing. Here are the snakes. Here's twin snakes. I'm gonna literally stand here and they're gonna kill themselves. And here. Because the orb is also a snake killer. Now go back and choose another path. I guess I'll did that. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, when I did that, how do I leave this? How do I leave? Oh well. I guess there must be a cracked wall. There it is. When I made the Temporal Gentrii 1 East, I felt bad about it, but I also felt like there was something really cool about how the demo looks if you solve it quote-unquote legitimately. There's a speck on my screen. Oh, hooray, there's only one orb here. Alright, I'm gonna check out the south side and then I'm gonna quit this for the next one. By egg. Also by egg. So. Rodney the Blob, I hope you can swim. So wait, was Agnor or whatever the Wraithwing, the single Wraithwing in a room full of trapdoors that I killed, like, without even thinking about it? Was that supposed to be a boss? 62nd place tie. Is this the boss? A bunch of eyes that literally don't do anything even halfway worthwhile as far as trying to kill the player goes? Come on. I mean, you could at least try to make it feel like a boss fight, instead of just, here's some monsters, call it a boss fight. And again, I guess that's not the boss fight, that's just, gee, I wonder how I can solve this story. Apart from literally just holding plus. Hi! That's a lot of eyes. I mean, this kind of feels boss-esque. It's not hard, but at least it tries to be big. I wonder if you could actually make a legitimate puzzle this way. Like, you make a big blob of tar, mud, gel, or whatever, and you put an awful lot of mother eyes in. You put them in such a way that there is a highly efficient way to destroy all of them. And then the puzzle is to destroy them quickly enough that the tar or mud or whatever doesn't go all the way through a passage and kill Half or something. You know, any one of a giant number of possible fail states that could happen if you don't kill a tar blob fast enough. But like, the idea is that you're supposed to kill all of the several mother eyes or whatever before it's too late for whatever to happen. That could be interesting. If it weren't designed just completely chaotically as nonsense the way this is. I mean, that's how I start a room, typically. An awful lot of rooms that I make start out that way. But then I test them and say, is there anything interesting here? Like, if I don't start out with an idea, I start out with, let's put some elements in a room and see what happens, but I don't stop at the see what happens stage. I actually test the room and say what interesting things are going on here, and what can I actually turn into a puzzle. That's kind of my puzzle design. My general, like, any kind of editable level game, I'll generally have this kind of way of designing things, where I'll start out by just sort of putting things around in a kind of random order, or in a not terribly well thought out order often, and then eventually work my way up to having something that's a legitimate puzzle. Alright, time to go kill one baby up there. Alright, efficiency achieved. 20th place. What do you have to say? Go back and chose... Wait, did you say choose or chose? Chose another path. I guess I did that. Anyway... So is this really 40 rooms? 41 rooms? I mean, I don't know. Let me see, there's 9 in the middle, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on each arm. So that's 9 plus 8 times 4. So 8 times 4 is 16 times 2 is 32 plus 9. I guess that is 41. So 41 rooms. Stone Brain. So I guess Stone Brain is supposed to be the boss over here. This is literally the only real puzzle in this entire level, and it's an awful orb puzzle that I don't care about. So I'm gonna push orbs until something happens. Until I feel like I'm in an almost good state. And then I'm gonna try and figure it out from there. Okay, is there anything that just toggles all of them? Yes, there is. So if I can close this without opening anything else, then I can just hit the all toggler and I'll be done. Sometimes the bashing your face against it method is actually maybe not more efficient in the game, but faster in the real world than actually bothering to try. And here's some trapdoors, yet again. So, for some reason, Stone Brain's path, despite it being about a really dumb rock golem, apparently, is the only one with anything resembling a legitimate puzzle in it, which is kind of silly. Okay, here's a room with some brains, and eyes, and goblins, and a roach queen. Yeah, okay. How is this Stone Brain? There's not even any rock golems. I mean, I guess there are brains, but like, how does this qualify? I don't get it. The most difficult part of this room is going to be dispatching those goblins. I predict. Yeah, I was right. I died the most to that. Now go back and chose another path. Yeah, I'll go ahead and did that. Oh look, I found the answer. I searched so long and hard in order to discover and determine which of them could possibly be the correct orb. I worked so hard to determine that so very difficult puzzle's solution. Level 4 of Egg's Dungeon, this is actually the first level I ever made. That, okay. Starts out exactly identical to, Y. Yeah, it starts out like Y. You know, I'll confess that one of my very first ideas ever was let's put a humongous number of roaches in and see if the player can handle it. But I had some idea of how to make it interesting. I'm so done with this. I have to do more Egg anyway, so let's see what Egg's Treasure Tower is like. Egg's Tower! No, Egg's Tower! Can you find all the treasure and escape alive? I don't know. You arrive at Egg's Tower, hoping to find this huge hoard of treasure. When you step inside, the door shuts and locks behind you. Isn't it enough for it to shut? How do doors lock in this universe anyway? There are no locks or keys I ever see. I mean, I guess there's keys in the other game, but there's not locks or keys in this one. How do you put a key into a door when a door is literally this? Welcome to Egg's Treasure Tower. To get out, you must find the treasure from each of the other floors. Exit. Vaults. Enter only if you have some treasure to donate from each of the other floors. Ground floor. Lift room. Warning, passageway blocked. I mean, it's not really blocked, but, you know, if that makes you feel better. Here's this. This is completely necessary, and not at all a giant waste of my time. Completely and totally necessary. Why is the entire floor called the entrance room? This is not all a single room. Oh. Circling around, waiting for the snake to die. It's literally all you have to do in this room. Snake can't even go anywhere else. You just wait for him to die and say goodbye. 15th place tie. I don't know how you do that any faster. G. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go to Let's go see Penthouse, the final floor. Alright. So this, I imagine, by it being the final floor, he intends this to be the hardest floor, right? I mean, that's usually how you make this work, right? I mean, apparently I have to get treasures from all the floors anyway, or something. So I don't know that I'll be able to finish the hole, but I can beat the last of these. I mean, I think you have to go to the vaults with treasure. I mean, maybe not. It depends on the capabilities of scripting. Like, did they have the ability to make it so that a door would only open if a certain variable was set to something? Or whatever? Did they have any way to have an inventory before or something? What's this? What's this do? Entrance room. Well, I guess I don't want to go there. I don't know. That's a lot of brains. That's a lot of brains. I'm gonna unbrain the room, and then I don't have to deal with as much. Huh. So I wonder how the vault is supposed to work then, if that's the case. Okay, now to toss the queen out of there. Get out of there. Get out of that place, please, and thank you. Goodbye. Now die. Oops. This maybe made it harder, but whatever. Okay. It's, I mean, I have to do a little bit of something to get the roaches out, but... Hi, snakes. You exist, for sure. You do. You certainly do. Snakes. I'm gonna go see what the vault's about. I'm really curious now. Knowing that there's no variables, let's go see what happens. Apparently it just starts over if you go to the entrance. Ah, okay. Really now? Okay. I see. So all I have to do... So that's how they actually encode this. That's kind of hilarious. What's this say? 13? So what do they consider a treasure here, I wonder? This is a thing? So it's like, I guess the treasures are either like a treasure chest obstacle, if those existed, or... I don't know. I can't hit any of these orbs anymore. Yes, I know. So, what is the deal with this? That one... There's just kind of an ordering to it or something. So, let's see. Do any of these actually open any of those, or do they only close them? If they only close them, then I can just make sure that whatever I hit doesn't close off the way to all the other ones that I need to do. So let's see. This one doesn't close anything off, so I should do it first. This one closes those three. So I don't want to do it yet because I need to hit this one first, but this one closes those two. And that one I hit already. That one is not to be hit. So this is the second one. Next, this one closes a few doors. I don't care about that one. This one I've already hit. I need to hit this one first then. This closes. I already closed everything. Yeah, basically. The idea is you're supposed to have written down some numbers on the other floors. That's the idea. But why bother? I figure. Okay, I think this is the one that I'd concluded I should hit. Right? No. I need to hit this one first before I hit that one. This would be easier if I weren't completely inept at remembering things. Okay, so I think I want to hit this one now. If I did correctly, then none of the ones I still need to hit should be closed, and they're not. So let's see, this one. The new things, that one closes, are here, so I shouldn't hit that one yet. This one, it's that one, which closes this one, so I need to hit that one next. I mean, you can also apparently save if you want to. That's kind of hilarious. You can just walk up to a checkpoint, save, and then hit the orb and push R if you messed it up. So you could have trial and errored this without too much difficulty, even when you couldn't unlimited undo or anything. Alright, that'll do it. Ta-da! Gold! Also known as orbs, which is not gold. As far as I know, orbs are just yellow, they're not made of gold. Well, I mean, yeah, but you can try and see what orbs it opens and closes, and then just push R to go back to that checkpoint when you just saved before hitting the orb. Like if you hit the checkpoint while facing east. Anyway, I beat this hold in 10 minutes. Congratulations, you have managed to get out alive, and with a fortune in treasure too. Yeah, I totally got all of the treasure. That's why I have this 100%. El Dorado by Boy Blue. Explore the city of Fool's Gold. That sounds like fun. Boy Blue, I recently played The Edge of the World, or whatever it's called, by Boy Blue, and it was actually fun. I liked it. So, let's see. In Drod, you play the role of a Smite Master, a professional dungeon exterminator. The nobility's dungeons often need to be cleaned of monster infestations, so Smite Mastery is a profession taken seriously in the world of the 8th. The Budkin family line each trained to be a Smite Master in Clearing School, which is run by the Guild of Smite Masters. The tutorials... Did I push?
Beethrow?
I pushed tutorial again. Why didn't anyone tell me? Okay. High on a hill. The stairs fade away, and Beethrow finds himself on a platform suspended in a nondescript void. For some reason, he is not surprised by this development. Just have the tutorial description. Thanks to Curious, Shy Rabbit, Jacob, Chaco, BD Wing, and MX Flotty for helping to test this hold. And thank you for downloading and playing it. Check out that staticky image pit. Wow, what is this place? Everything's gold. Real gold. Real image floor. Real gold colored, anyway. Actually, it all looks kind of fake. A veteran delver like me knows that real treasure isn't so bright and shiny. How do you know that? Anyway, so I could just walk into that there if I wanted to. What is this? Is this a jiggle of monsters around so the rock golem is in not the wrong place anymore? I think that's what this is. This is a monster jiggling puzzle. Actually, I bet I have to kill the goblins first, or else the wraithlings will be in the way. So it's time for goblin jiggling. Actually, I do think this is a neat idea. Because it doesn't involve any risk to the player, it's just kind of... it's a certain, very specific sort of manipulation that's required of the player. One that I'm not necessarily good at because it involves multiple wraithlings, but I'm willing to give it a try. Okay, I think I had to kill one of those wraithlings to even get anything free. Okay, we got a goblin nice and close. Now, if I could just get this wraithling out of the way, and then... oh wait, no? Well, they're dying. It's deadly to the goblins, right? If I could just get a wraithling out of the way, and then blocking the way... this is weird. I think I killed too many wraithlings already. Isn't that right? Oh dear. I probably have to keep everything alive and just not let the goblins hit the middle, which is a nightmarish concept of sorts. Let's just see what happens. Okay. The rock golem is no longer in completely the wrong place, so that's good. Now... I did it wrong, I guess. Just need the goblins to move to where I need them to be. They're adjacent to where I need them to be. Ah, perfect. Now it's just a matter of killing the wraithlings, which is also possibly going to be difficult because the wraithlings, of course, want to mill around and run from me most of the time. I don't know how to kill the last of the wraithlings. I'm not sure that's actually possible to kill the last wraithling. I mean, I have to have the wraithlings to kill the goblins. And of course the rock golem comes last. But how in the world am I ever supposed to kill the last wraithling? I'd have to somehow stick it in place with exactly one golem, which just sounds impossible. I mean, yes, I'm aware I use the golem, but it still sounds impossible. Because the golem is one golem. He's not going to really stand in the way all that well, generally speaking. For now, I'm just having trouble with the last 3 wraithlings, which is already a giant mess of some sort. They just don't wanna. They just do not want to. This is a neat idea, but did it really have to be with wraithlings of all things? I would argue no. You could have done this with roaches and it would have been much better. There, maybe? Nope. They slip away. This isn't going to work. They're never going to be there long enough for me to kill them. There. Now I just have to do that 2 more whole times. But differently, because each of those times is going to be more difficult, probably. There. Okay. Here's Wubbas. Why is Wubbas? But here they are. I have to kill all the Wubbas because there's a seep. Sorry, Wubbas, but you have to die. And I am here to arrange that. Somehow. Actually, I don't have to... In theory, I could use the Mimic to block some of them, but it doesn't seem realistic to actually achieve anything by doing so. Aye! A million eyes, all watching at once, for some reason. Why? Oh, I see. That's just a mimic. Okay. That's just a vision token purpose thing. Well, this'll be interesting. This isn't what I was talking about, but it does exist. It's definitely a puzzle related to cutting up eyes, at least. This is Boy Blue, El Dorado. El Dorado by Boy Blue. Boy Dorado by El Blue. It's a city of gold, but it's all fake gold, maybe. According to Beethro, a Smite Master is aware that gold only ever looks like garbage. It never looks shiny. Ever. Beethro's secret tips and tricks. I'm not completely sure I'll reach that today. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. This is already... There's like 5 or 6 holes between that and here, between where I was at the beginning of today and Elemental Showcase, as I recall. Really, the only eye that's really a lot of trouble to kill is going to be the very last one. Because all the rest of them, it's just like, oh, you can grow more, and you just use the gel babies to kill the rest, and so on, to get where you need to go. The last eye is going to be a pain, because I have to go free those babies up at the top first, before I can do it, before I can do anything much about it. Once again. Thank you. Alright, so now I'm going to leave one eye alive so that I can make the trek up to the top somehow. Honestly, one option I seem to have is flooding the entire area with tar babies until there's just nowhere for tar to grow. I might even be doing that completely by accident. I could have sworn I saw like 5 or 6 more. I could be wrong though. Oh, drat. I need to be able to move south, right? So let's just fix that. There we go. Perfect. Now we can kill everyone by standing right there. Ah, that felt nice. 25 combo. Here's a room with some clones and a fuse. What's the point of the clones and the fuse? You can explode that bomb. Okay, I get it. So this is use clones to be maximally efficient at cutting tar stuff, I guess? I have no idea how to be maximally efficient at cutting tar stuff, but I assume this is a failure of it. Yeah, there's no way. You have to do something really ridiculously fancy with not fighting most of the tar babies until after the tar stuff is destroyed. Yeah, that's gonna be a giant pain to figure out. I don't have any idea how to do that, mainly. I guess the first thing I could do is try and arrange these things into a better locations of some sort. I don't know. It's not even where I wanted to go. Yeah, I just don't know how to do this without killing most of the mud babies. Tar babies, what am I saying? Because for the most part, that's just required. You have to kill them or you die. Like, you have to do some kind of ridiculous juggling that I don't know how to do, basically. I'm probably just going to give up on that one. Well, this looks like a nightmare and a mess. Parody. 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 How do I parody? How am I ever supposed to be able to... Okay, I guess that solves that. This is mostly a pain because I can't even really see what I'm doing. I'm having a really hard time parsing which ones are dropped trapdoors and which ones are not because there's tokens in the way. This would be much better if there were some kind of setup with a mimic to do all these arms and disarms, instead of Beethro being the one to do them, so that I could actually see where the trapdoors are and not be completely confused. I don't feel like it. Oh look, it's the Master Wall. This looks like a complete nightmare. Also, I'm not allowed to just stand in the entrance either. Because, for you, I guess. Yeah. This is a room somebody built, I guess. I appear to be stuck already. Yeah, I don't know how to do this either. What is he standing on? Just regular floor, okay. This looks like a complete nightmare, and it has tokens on arrows, and I don't want to touch them. This is an exit room for something. This has tar stuff. Hooray! I don't know what I'm doing. There's not really... like, you can't really cut most of this, even. Okay, I get it. So, I need to do something magical in order to not have an uncuttable blob somewhere, right? I'm gonna guess maybe start out by doing it from the outside in, first of all. That already messed me up. So I guess I should go over here. That isn't gonna work. Am I in good shape still? Is it already unsolvable at this point? I can't tell. Maybe I can solve it at this point. Nope. Not that way. Not even this way. How is that supposed to work? I guess I'm supposed to use the growth or not use the growth or something. Okay, well, that time I did it. I'm not sure what I did differently, but I succeeded. I think I let it grow in a way that was completely unhelpful to me at one point and changed up the parity of something so that I couldn't kill the last of the tar stuff, but I'm not completely sure that's what happened, so I'm not confident enough to say that that's what happened. How am I supposed to clear this room? I don't know, Bithro. I assume you start in the middle of that entrance if you use some stairs at some point. And the only other thing is that that room over there is behind a blue door, so let's see what this stairs does. Midnight on the water. I guess that's a few words you said there. Here's way too many queens. I'd like you to welcome way too many queens to our stage. They are not in any way related to the band Queen. They just are way too many queens. That's what they are. Can I please just dump them off the boat? Can that please be an option? Just dump all of the queens off the boat forever? Well, this is helpful. Yeah, I don't know how to solve this room. This is a roach transport problem, I assume? I've done one of these before. I've made some of these before. Let's see if I can solve it. Not that way, I can't. How am I supposed to actually get the roach on there? He just wants to kill me at this point. This platform is really badly shaped for a roach transport problem. Which brings me to the guess that maybe it's supposed to be a roach queen transport problem, because the hook shape is really nice for this specific purpose right here. Kinda. Yeah, this is Roach Queen transport. Notice how I stabbed him before he fell into the water. Oh wait. I need to make diagonal moves from here on out, I think. Or something like that. I need to do something different anyway. There we go. Now the queen can kill the snake, and then I can get the queen back somehow or other. I assume. I should be able to get the queen back somehow, otherwise this is not a very well made room. But I'm given to understand that it is probably a well enough made room to not be terrible in that particular way. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to carry a roach the rest of the way? Like there's supposed to be some way I can take a roach from that to that? I don't think there is though. How can I ever get the queen onto that boat? From here. Let's see. That won't work. She's on the wrong side of the room. She's on the wrong side of the island again. I think she's always going to be on the wrong part of the island no matter what I do. So how is this ever supposed to work? There is absolutely no way to get the queen back onto the raft. She will always be on the wrong corner of the island. A roach cannot be used because of the horrible way this raft is shaped. A roach cannot be used to kill the other creature. Am I supposed to use roach flooding to keep her on one side of the island or something? I can't keep the queen on the raft, something has to kill the snake. Okay, hang on, I think I got this. Well, almost. The timing's all off, but... No. Sometimes I say really dumb things, knowing full well that they're kind of dumb. This is also guaranteeing itself to be a pain, though. She didn't spawn anything. Why didn't she spawn anything? Oh, okay, that time it worked. Sure. Okay. Makes perfect sense. I've replaced one snake with a roach, so let's go replace the other one. So in this case, it's fine to just throw the queen on there because I don't need her anymore anyway. Probably. Alright, got one of these rooms. Power token, and something with some mimics for some reason. I haven't the slightest why there are mimics. But there are mimics, I guess. Yeah, okay. This is just weird. What? is this? So I have absolutely no choice but to put the mimics behind me, because if I don't put the mimics behind me, then I can't possibly make it all the way to the orb. But if the mimics are behind me, then they're directly in my way afterward, which makes it completely impossible to leave the island, which makes this room impossible. Yep. Okay. Next room. Here's a rock golem and 2 queens and everything's brain, and you have to something with something, I don't know. I assume I have to put the rock golem behind me in a very specific location, so I have to deal with him existing the entire time I'm in here, like I'm babysitting him or something. Because why else would there be a rock golem in my way? This is nothing. I've babysat Half on a bunch of hot tiles while killing roach queens in their spawns before. Several spawns in a row. The thing about trying to escort Half on hot tiles is that you can only turn your sword very specific ways. You can only kind of move in a very specific way so that your sword doesn't intersect the Half. The main problem here is that roach queens really like to get directly in your way and spawn things, which is really dumb and annoying and stupid. I don't like it. One queen down, 1 to go. How do I even... I don't know. I can... Yeah. I have to not... The pressure plate has to be completely clear when I'm through, because I have to be able to get this open to kill the brains. I could read that was true without even seeing what the pressure plate opened or closed or did in general, because it was just kind of obvious from the design. I guess you could make you could make a room specifically to fool me if you made the design of a room make it appear that I needed to do something like that, but made it so that just checking what the actual connections of things are would make it clear that it wasn't necessary to do that. You'd be able to fool me, but I don't know if you'd fool anyone else. Anyway, that's one horrific brained queen down, 1 to go. And then I have to somehow make it past this rock golem. Oh, there we go. And I need to turn my sword all the way around, if you don't mind, sir. Thank you. And I need to turn it back the other way, if you don't mind. Thank you. Now you can die, and you can die, and you can die, and I can be done with this room. Alright, that was not too bad of a room. Here's a room with like 8 pressure plate, 8 mimic potions on a pressure plate, and here's this guy. Why is this guy here? Oh, okay, this is like a minimal usage problem, where I'm supposed to have the Fagundo eat as few of the mimic potions as possible, right? So I have to hit one of the corners, so I have to use 3 of them at first. And then I have to use at least 2 at the second move. And then once I'm here, I'm forced to use at least 2 again, although I did just manage to use just 1 for that move. And now I can hit that corner. I can just do 1 at a time for the next 3 of them. And if that's not good enough, then I don't know what will be. That's not good enough. How did I miss any possible savings of mimic potions? I have absolutely no choice but to use those 3 first of all. After which, The least mimic potions I can possibly use is 2 of them by hitting this or that, which are completely symmetrical and identical movements. And then I can kill just 1 mimic potion by clearing out the rest of the half that I'm currently on. And then I have no choice but to use at least 2 mimic potions, so 2 or 3 of them. And then there's only 4 potions left, which is not enough. So what am I supposed to be able to do? There are not enough potions. There are not enough places to land whatsoever. Fagundo, you're useless. I don't get it. How can... Every one of these moves is completely forced and not at all an option. Like, in order to use as few mimic potions as possible, you always have to use exactly as many as I'm using. So there's absolutely no way to do that. You stab them in the head. I don't know what you want from me. You have to stab the adder in the head to kill it. And you can't get to the adder's head to kill it that way without using this to get it to come all the way to me. I mean, I guess I can be extremely inefficient like this. I don't see how that could possibly help. Is there a cracked wall I'm not seeing, or something stupid like that? Well, that's just stupid. That's not a cool trick, that's just stupid. That's not even what the puzzle is about. I still don't have enough moves to get all the way to the exit. By the way, if you really like turn-based puzzles, lately I've been playing a kind of strangely organized and battle system RPG called Nadio Is Here. The outside of battle parts are a lot of really amazing turn-based puzzles, basically. The random encounter monsters move every time you move, just like in a step-based game like this. And all of the puzzle ideas are generally really neat. Oops. I just thought I should mention it. So do I have to do a very specific order of things in order to not be in this situation? I still don't think I have enough time to leave the entire tunnel. Maybe. Just barely. This is kind of dumb, but oh well. Here's an adder for some reason. And like a million things on the... do I have to... This room is about escorting the adder all the way around the button area so that it kills all of the rock golems and kill all the queens while I'm at it. Hooray! I'm not very fond of escorting an adder around, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I guess it would help if I had my sword turned a good way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, feel free to eat that, sir. I'll be much better off if the adder doesn't decide to randomly stick itself onto an arrow like a complete idiot. What I was going to say is I'd be much better off if I could just kill all the queens and things while the adder is far off, and not have to particularly worry about eating the golem pieces until afterward. That's what I was going to say, but then the adder decided to be an idiot and step on an arrow for no reason. There we go. Don't you dare go back to that arrow, sir. Come on! Every single arrow, I swear. It's like a real escort mission here. Like, really. There's probably some fancy demo of somebody doing some wizardry where they make the adder do literally half of their work. What's the joke? A subtractor? Oh no, that's much better than mine. Don't go to the arrow! Why do you keep doing that? God, that guy. Just that guy. It's like the arrows aren't even really part of the puzzle design. They just they're there to keep the queens in place and spawning a certain amount of roaches per spawn, but they just emergently create a really annoying problem with this adder. I need you to not be in my face, and at the same time to not be ramming your face into arrows, please. Thank you. This is really not cooperating with me. Like, conceptually, this room is really, really easy, but it's all execution, and the execution involves some annoyances. Don't! If I let the adder eat the roaches, it'll try to eat the roach queen, and then it'll ram its face into the roach queen's force arrow again. Also, I'm not very good at making adders go in front of me. Usually, generally speaking, that's not a thing I'm very good at. There we go. Curl yourself into a corner for all I care. I kept saying yourself, but like, that's not even the kind of slang that I ever use. Yeah, now he's gonna go poke himself directly into a roach queen if I'm not really careful. Also, he's ludicrously long and gonna be really annoying to make short again. This just feels like more of a disaster. Now there's this really long snake, and I'm dealing with a long snake room instead of a regular horde room. Long snake rooms are kind of annoying in their own right. I'm referring to rooms that just use the snake as like this really long fuse that slowly releases roaches as it goes. That's what I mean by long snake room. Okay, now he'll just stick himself in place and I can kill these roaches and not worry about him for a minute. Stick himself in place and I can not worry about him for a minute. You're not sticking yourself in place, sir. Okay, now I just need to go back and clean up the 2 or 3 golem corpses and we'll be good. I guess I could shorten the adder while I'm busy with that too. Come on! Don't just avoid the thing I want you to eat all the time. That's so annoying. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, thank you. Be much shorter and easier to manage. For this particular instance, shorter is easier. And then it's just trying to get him to eat this golem here, which thankfully is doable. And now is the one time it would be favorable to have him on a force arrow, except that I've already got him dead, so who even cares? Okay, that was a room. Here's a room with a billion clones for some reason. Do adders eat clones? Yes, they do. I don't feel like trying this room. Segundo and a billion Wraithwings for some reason. Sure, I guess. Oh, this is the opposite problem to before, I guess. Except, can't I just fix the problem the exact same way as before? Like in an even easier sort of way than before? Oh. That's an issue, isn't it? How would I fix that anyway? Ugh. Annoyance. Wraithwing manipulation, for some reason. Boy Blue thinks people like. I don't particularly like it myself. Oh, I can't even do that. So I'm one set of Wraithwings short of being efficient enough for this room. Great. I think I can make that work. Perfect. Oh. I was gonna say, how do I get the adder out now that I'm done here? But that didn't turn out to be that hard. Here's another room with a bunch of things that can kill you because your clones like to exist. What's the idea here? I guess it's get everybody off the Ormites. I don't see how I could ever possibly have time to do that, but that's apparently what I'm supposed to do. Oops. Ah. Well, I'm literally one turn short. Oh boy. I can always kill the roach in the north. That's what the clone potion is for. That's what the clone potion is for. Right? There are not enough moves to go all the way to the east. I moved west on every single move that I possibly could. There are not enough moves. You need 2 moves when you have 1 move. There is not enough moves to do this. 1 clone will always be in the Ormites. I am moving west with every available move. I'm moving somebody west. Unless there's some way to magically move 2 Vithros west simultaneously in 1 move, which there is not, it's impossible to get all of the clones off of the door, off of the whatever. Hold on. Do I just need to do this? No, this is impossible because that kills you. So no, this room's impossible. You need 1 more move than there is. And there's no way to save a move, because you're literally just moving west. I'm not, and I can't possibly be doing that because I'm restarting back to the beginning of the room. Well, this is abysmally stupid. Hooray, look at me, I solved it. I don't know what you're talking about. I cleared the room. Look, I solved the room and all the monsters are going to be dead. Every single one. I'm not going to miss any monsters whatsoever. I cleared the room, I'm done. There's nowhere else to save a move whatsoever. There is absolutely no other way to save a move except for the way that's apparently been declared legal. That's every single move that there is. Those are the only moves that I can ever make. There's nothing else that I can do. This room's impossible. This room has too many Wraithlings, and I refuse to even try. This looks like a complete nightmare of some sort, although I can't quite tell which sort yet. If I move the clones anywhere whatsoever, then the roach does that, which makes it impossible. There's nowhere to move the clones to that won't make that happen. And that's the only way that I could possibly ever save a move. So what's this room about? We have a mirror. And something needs to be standing on every single one of those. That's obvious. I already knew that. I'm not sure where you got the impression that I didn't know that. Oh, okay, so those are forbidden eyes that I'm not allowed to wake up. Okay. So I need to put the mirror here. Good enough. Next. That's on the wrong side. That's not what I want. Straightforward, you say? Three to go. There's a platform on water and a water here. It's designed so that once you're on the platform, you can move north and they can't go anywhere. They can't do anything to get to you. So basically, your goal is just to have an eye chasing you and to get to the platform, rather than being to manipulate the eye into the right position. Exactly. You just need to get to the platform, which is very nice, honestly. It's a lot less rude than, say, the room I was looking at before this one was. this particular eye is just being a giant pain in general. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this one. I guess I could try pushing it the other way. Pulling it the other way, rather. There's a lot less annoyances this way. Yeah, maybe I can manage this with the right combination of things. There. Sheesh. Oh, well, this is a pain and unnecessarily annoying. Really, though? Really? Why does that one have to be there? There's no good reason for him to exist. He could be over here and facing that way instead, and this wouldn't be a giant pain for no reason. I'm missing one? There's no eyes left. If I get this one and I get that one, how is that supposed to work? Did I kill one by accident? What is going on here? You see this? All the rest of the eyes are on buttons where I can't possibly remove them without messing this up. Oh wait, there's a mirror, never mind. Sorry. There. Sheesh. Okay. This feels like it was a lot more painful than it really needed to be. Okay, I think maybe that's the last room I'm going to do in this hold for today. And all three of you can just die simultaneously for all I care. I've played this before, briefly, I don't think I got any room in it back then. It has been a long time, but maybe I'll manage. Bethro wandered away from older holding vats, his mind in a daze. Truth vessels, days until the turning? What was all this? Perhaps if he faced one battle at a time, learned how to tackle each element of his problems separately, he would make progress. After completing all the levels, step on the checkpoint to end the hold. Okay. Oh, this room was easy to kill. Easy to clear. This is apparently 1. So 1 means first place, right? Interlude, The Scorching Path by PMIT. I kind of vaguely remember this. Archie knew that if he wanted to trump Bethro in time for the grand event, he'd have to build his impossible rooms quickly. To this end, he quickly organized several small teams, a top engineer or two who would be accompanied by a small squad of soldiers to desolate locations. Though the engineers could help the teams bypass many of the obstacles that would hinder the progress of ordinary delvers, it could still get dangerous rather quickly. Oh. Okay. This area has seen better days. Caused by age and the occasional rogue Fagundos, no doubt. In any case, I don't have any materials left. We need to find a more stable area before I can start building. I don't know why First Archivist sent us to these abandoned death traps, but orders are orders, I suppose. Hey, 23rd Engineer, we need your help up here. I'll be right there. Right after I read this scroll. Permission to use this room and level name in this entry was granted by Shik. Got it. You're the only one of us who can reach that control room. Got it. Why is that? Why can't anyone else reach that control room exactly? Oh. Okay, wait. I'm already completely lost. Hold on. Oh, he died. We don't want that. Obviously, I should be doing that first, right? Kill the roaches. Now what's he doing? They're open. Why won't you do anything? There's a roach right there. Why aren't you going and killing it? Oh, hold on. How is this supposed to work? Huh. Okay. What? How? What? Okay, I guess that happened. Oh. What? How? How, though? Okay, I guess that's good enough. I'll try to meet up with the rest of you farther in. It's farther, not further, by the way. Fagundo. Because Fagundo. What am I even... What is it that I need to do with the Fagundo here? I guess that? I don't know. I assume that had some purpose to it. There was some particular reason I needed to do that. I don't know what it was. That didn't really seem to help much of anything. Hooray! I don't know how to solve this room. And this appears to be the only room I can reach? Yeah, sure. What am I supposed to do? What is all this mess? So, okay. If I go halfway around the world with the Fagundo, then I can push this button. It opens that. Oh, okay, shallow water. Okay. So I needed to do that. And then also something else. How is this supposed to work? Do I just... I don't know. How am I supposed to do that? Well, I guess I can do this. Then that.
One problem less.
Okay. What's this do? What's the purpose of this? How do I move on? I have 14th place for some reason. I have no idea how I'm supposed to continue this hold. Where is the continue button? Is it something to do with this bomb? Why is there just a bomb in the middle of a hard wall? How am I supposed to continue exactly? Do I send the Fagundo off to other rooms? Oh. Great. Good room design. Making it impossible for the player to see something they need to see. Really good room design. Now what? Oh, okay. Man, he makes like a disturbing choking sound when he dies. It's kind of awful. I didn't know that it worked this way. It would not have occurred to me to think that it worked this way. I had absolutely no idea that fire traps worked this way. I appear to be missing something, though. Well, for one thing, I needed to actually push that button, I guess. I have absolutely never, and I've been playing holds for a reasonably long while, you know, in contests and everything else. I have never seen anyone else ever make a puzzle involving haste potions and fire traps in such a way that they actually bother with the interaction between the two. And that's just weird, because that's definitely something you would imagine that it would be a neat thing to talk about, maybe, in the form of making a room about it. Okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. Sort of. There. Okay, one down. Now how in the world do I get the other guy to help me out? Okay, there.
Exterminate. That's done.
Exterminator. What's with the force arrows? Don't I also have to go to the north of the west room from here? Well, I guess not. Guess that's not an option. Okay. Anyway, that's an interaction I never had any idea existed with fire traps. And no one has ever used it since, as far as I can remember. I've never seen it in TSS. It's just not anywhere. I've never seen it before. And no one's ever pointed it out to me that I can think of. Am I wrong? Is there somewhere in TSS that uses that? Also, I don't know what this room is about yet again. I don't know what this room wants me to do, or any of those related concepts whatsoever. I guess I need to close these, explode that eventually, somehow. So, the force arrows mean that the Fagundo has to survive the entire room to blow up this bomb, right? Unless I can just have him do it now, but I don't think that'll work. Oh, never mind, it does work. Okay. So I need to kill the Wraithwing, I guess, and also this roach somehow. I'd like to kill the Wraithwing in a way that allows this guy to push those buttons, because I'm under the impression, at least, that I need these buttons pressed. Right? Probably, maybe, perhaps. Let's get you out of the way first, and then get to work scissoring this guy into place. So is that what I wanted? That's all I can think of. Oh, there's another Wraithwing, okay. You get to where you're not going to be annoying me. I forgot you can mimic with Wraithwings once you've got an unarmed character. Not Wraithwings, I mean Fagundo. You can basically mimic with Fagundo because you can always insta-turn. I completely forgot that was a possibility, though. I do not know how to manipulate a Wraithwing into place here, though. That doesn't seem to be a reasonable prospect, given how little ground there is available to do that with. Oh, well, there we go. That's fine enough, I guess. Oh, good. Alright, that's all I had to do, I guess. And then all that's left is to let him kill the roach and die. Sorry, Fagundo. Exit level. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, so I did it completely by accident. You made it. I'm not sure how, but yes. Yeah, without your help, some of us weren't able to make it. However, the good news is we found the perfect spot for that room. We'll show you the way. Okay. That happened. So, that's fire traps, I guess. Since I did one first, I guess I'll... Wait, this is also one? Are they all one? I'm confused. Which one is this one, then? Is this just a random placement? I thought this was what was first place. Well, here's first place, then. Rise of the Machine by Red 13. Well, why don't I just go push now? Conquer token. They respawn every 30 turns. They hate Ormites. They can drop trapdoors. They are constructs. We have 3 warehouses full of them. I don't know what you want from me.
Exterminate.
So I'm just gonna kill this guy until he dies. Okay, I assume I'm supposed to have these buttons pressed for me.
Exterminate.
Oh, but he's gonna be a giant pain about that. Alright. What's up with this? Okay. So whoever I do last should probably be going to that button, because otherwise there's no way that I could possibly get him to go where I need him to go.
Exterminate.
Okay. And it makes the most sense to take this guy out next. Put him over here. Oops. Oops. Yep. Okay, he's going the wrong way, which is not good. How do I make him not go the wrong way? How do I make him go not the wrong way? Is there... Did I kill the decoys too soon? Is that what it is? Did I kill the wrong decoys? I killed the wrong decoys, didn't I? Oops. He won't hold in place if I put him behind that wall, so I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, I've done something wrong with the decoys. Oh. Now he's just going to go running after that decoy, which is completely unhelpful. Like, I can put him here, but then there's absolutely no way to keep him there whatsoever. And I can't take out the other decoy because not decoy. I can't take out the other construct because he's got to hold down the button for me. So I guess I did this in the wrong order. Because of course I have to have two of them out at once in a room that looks exactly like it's designed to be a select which decoy and which piece you want to do first thing. Of course. I still don't quite know how this could possibly help.
Exterminate.
Because when when he wakes up, so does the wall, and then everything is still messed up and doesn't work. Oops.
Exterminate.
And also I trap myself if I do this.
Exterminate.
I don't get it. There's no way to hit the northwest button. Anyway, here's some trapdoors for some reason. Sure, I'm looking forward to trapdoors for some reason. Fagundo is just a room clearer, right? Do I even need to do that? Can I just drop the trapdoors for myself? The answer to that question is apparently no. This looks too complex for me right now. What is the purpose of this mimic? have no idea what I'm looking at here. Just some kind of incomprehensible mess. So that's something I can do, I guess. As is that.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Get out of the way, construct.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Yeah. What?
Exterminate. Exterminate.
There. That should do it. Then I can kill this eye.
Exterminate.
I suppose in theory I should have done this one first, or something. Maybe not, since it doesn't look like that way is going to work. Go away.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
How am I supposed to even get this guy to go where I need him at all?
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Never mind, I've answered that much.
Exterminate.
I can just do this without the construct's help at all.
Exterminate.
Right. I should kill him on the first possible turn.
Exterminate.
Oh,
Exterminate.
sorry, hold on. The
Exterminate.
rock golem's not in the right place. I'm not sure how to get the rock golem to the right place without just killing him, which makes it impossible to deal with the construct. So what am I supposed to be able to do then?
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Obviously this won't work, because if I put the rock golem there, he's staying there forever, and then I can't use the construct to hold down this button, no matter what I do. And I also can't use the rock golem to hold down this button, because I can't even free the rock golem.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
So what I did can't possibly be the solution.
Exterminate.
It's just part of the problem.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Oh, come on. Does the move order really have to be as obnoxious as possible here? Isn't this room enough of an annoyance already?
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
I have no idea which earlier you're referring to.
Exterminate.
I don't think I can describe any of the states that I'm in right now as good ones.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Just why? Why? Why?
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
There is no good reason.
Exterminate.
There. Way more trouble than it ever should have been. Ugh.
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
Ugh. Okay. There. So this is the first place entry. And there's no way back to the main hub, because this is before we kind of realized that that's something you should probably include in a contest compilation. Gears within gears. Clockworks customer support request. Ticket number 543, Twissuary 23rd, 2:45 p.m. How may I be of assistance? The gears have stuck. Those abominable ambulatory automatons have gone up the works. Have you checked to see if her system is turned on? Yes, of course the Goblin gears are on. It's these... Hey, get away from me! Look, you gotta do something! Arrgh! We'll send a Delver over. No reply from customer. Assumed to be resolved. Ticket closed. Note to Delver, thanks for helping us out with our technical difficulties. We need these gears operational ASAP. These mechanical monstrosities seem to react interestingly to Ormide's pickaxes, shallow water, pushable objects, and trapdoors. Okay. I vaguely remember this one being a complete nightmare, but maybe I don't really remember what I think I do. What do I need to do here? Okay. Please die.
Exterminate.
Please don't come back to life right away.
Exterminate.
know what I'm supposed to do here.
Exterminate. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Anything that makes it possible to drop those trapdoors is also going to make it impossible to not light that fuse.
Exterminate.
Maybe this works, I guess. I don't know what this has to do with the construct, but this appears to work. So it's good enough for me, I guess. Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do then. I don't know how that helps. It's a little hard to even reach the northwest room. Okay. The first construct is on a force arrow and cannot move west. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Exterminate.
I guess that's good. Is that what I wanted? I have no idea what I'm supposed to want here. Probably not that.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. The room art looks nice, though. What exactly is my goal here? Okay. The Wraithling's there just because it is, I guess. I have no conception of why the Wraithling is in this room. It doesn't appear to be a necessary or meaningful part of the problem. And I'm sure it probably is, but it doesn't appear to be right now. I think that's a reference that I should get but don't. There. That's all I wanted.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
What? I guess that works.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Yeah, you can just stay there for all I care. Go push that button and stay on it. Whatever. I don't know how to kill you once you're on that button, but you can just stay there for all I care about. I don't know how to kill the construct at this point. There doesn't appear to be any way to do so, but I can leave. I can always just leave. I can always just leave. I remember this somewhat. I don't feel like doing any more of this. I might revisit Elemental Showcase next time when I'm not completely exhausted mentally from a bunch of other things. Because if it's not completely obvious, that's my current state of mind, is just mentally exhausted, basically. It's not that I hate any of these rooms, it's just that I have no idea what's going on anymore, and I don't think I will have any idea what's going on without a long rest. Anyway. Right. So today we did egg, and El Dorado, and part of Elemental Showcase. There's a few more things starting with E to go. Anyway, so for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you probably next week. I might play something else in the midweek, I'm not completely sure. The class is taking a test next Friday, and so I'll be grading tests all Friday, so I'll need the relative mental rest of playing Deadly Rooms of Death. Man. Okay. See you later. Farewell.